Does every divorce, your divorce, need to be a long, drawn out, expensive ordeal? The short answer is no, it does not. I'm Jacqueline Robertson with JR Law Group, and welcome to Family Law Friday. Today we're talking about what's been coined as an uncontested divorce. What is an uncontested divorce? This is essentially a scenario where you and your spouse realize it's time to part ways. A divorce is the decision that you two have made. You're going to get divorced, and essentially you agree on how your marital estate, and if children are involved, custody arrangement should look like. Generally in divorce, there's two main categories. You have the issue of finances, and you have, if in cases involving children, you have the issue of custody to consider. Under finances, you're looking at issues such as how to divide the 401k, what to do with the marital home if applicable, how is there an alimony claim, and so all of those issues you agree on. Similarly, under custody, this is a case again that involves children, and there's things to consider such as the parenting plan, what the custody legal, physical, what the living arrangement's going to be with the children, and how you're going to co-parent. And essentially in an uncontested, again, you agree on all of these issues. First of all, if you are facing a divorce and you are in this uncontested category, good for you. Because one of the big benefits of an uncontested divorce is it's low conflict. It means you and your spouse are able to sit down, hash out the details of what your divorce should look like, and ultimately come to an agreement in a relatively low conflict situation. If there are children involved, it's going to be much easier on the children because, again, they're completely sheltered from the conflict that sometimes can arise in these more difficult cases. So there's a huge benefit of an uncontested divorce in that divorce is stressful, but this is going to certainly minimize the stress. Another huge benefit of an uncontested divorce is the cost. First of all, on the financial side, here at JR Law Group, if couples come to us requesting an uncontested divorce, then they're looking at a much different cost than the other more difficult complex contested cases. So if you have an uncontested divorce, then it is generally just a flat fee, one-time flat fee. So that means you know what the cost is up front. It's certainly a reasonable capped rate. And when you do retain the help of an attorney, the flat fee includes everything that you would need in a situation where it's uncontested. It has to mean that you truly are in agreement on all of the issues. But when you seek the help of an attorney, which we recommend that you do, then you will then have them take it from there essentially. They will draft all of the paperwork. Here at JR Law Group, we also will consult with you to make sure that you're considering all the different areas that you may not off the cuff realize need to be incorporated or should be incorporated into your decree. So we make sure you're doing a thorough, good job. We make sure that all of the paperwork from start to finish is done for you. In addition to your actual decree, there's a checklist of paperwork that needs to be done, and we will also make sure that your final decree is customized to you. This means it meets all of the special considerations that you and your spouse desire to see in your final decree. We try to make sure that we help you understand all of the questions that you may have that could come up later, just to make sure that you can get it done without having to come back later regretting things that should have been in there and or trying to clear up ambiguities. So that's what another benefit is, just it's cost effective, and you can actually have the help of a professional for a much cheaper process. Another huge benefit of an uncontested divorce is the timeline. A lot of times couples who have reached that point where they know they want to get divorced, the next step is, when can I be done? How quickly can I get through this? And Utah law changed last year, allowing couples to get divorced in 30 days. In an uncontested divorce, those are the couples who really benefit from this 30-day span. So essentially from the time that JR Law Group files for couples who are facing an uncontested divorce, we generally can get them divorced within by that 30-day time frame, meaning after the 30 days, the required 30 days. It used to be a required 3 months. So now you can get divorced in 30 days, have your decree signed off by the end of that 30 days. We are able generally to do that for couples in an uncontested situation. So Overall, again, an uncontested divorce means that you agree on the big issues. Now, sometimes there is some back and forth, and that's fine. You can still fall into that uncontested category. But again, general rule of thumb is that you agree on all of the big issues and can come to an agreement on the smaller, minor details relatively swiftly. So if you'd like to speak to us about your specific case, go to our website at jrlawgroup.com or give us a call, and we'd be happy to help consult with you on your case, how to navigate the divorce process, and or even decide if you are facing an uncontested or a more complex divorce. Otherwise, follow us on Instagram and see you next week for Family Law Friday.